Welcome to the Backrooms, where we go into the background information of our topics and going obscure. Our new show.
Yeah, today's topic is Paul is dead.
Yeah, we decided to go with a less obscure topic in the first episode because we do want people to actually find it.
Yeah, and considering it's our first video of the series.
Yeah. We
Hopefully you've come here from the main video. If not, and you just discovered this, well, here's a card up in the top corner. Click on that, and it'll bring you to Going Obscure, the main episode.
Yep. Which I hope gets some traction. That'd be pretty cool because we put a lot of effort into it, especially you.
Yeah, honestly, I've been editing this thing since like 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's currently 11:20 p.m. On 4/20/2020.
Pretty crazy.
4/20/2020. Pretty weird. Funny numbers.
This is a pretty different thing from what I normally do on my channel. I usually do somewhat gaming stuff because, my username is the gaming what.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to really change it or not, but yesterday I got a new subscriber, so they're going to be in a nice surprise for tomorrow or so.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you should change your channel name to Going Obscure and all that.
Yeah, I could.
Because maybe your channel can be, this is Going Obscure, this is the show. Because I've been thinking about it.
But it's not going to be the only thing I put on this channel still, so...
Oh. That's fine, I guess, too.
Yeah, we'll see.
If it gets enough traction, maybe we can just give it its own channel.
That, too.
Be like, here, instead of getting all these random videos in between, here's just a channel dedicated to Going Obscure.
Yeah, but that's some future talk right there, so...
Yeah, it's like...
We're in the here and now.
That's right, yeah.
Well, we do have the rest of the season planned out right now.
Yeah.
We have topics that start to go more and more obscure throughout this first season, which is going to be 10 episodes.
I can read off the list here. I got it.
No, let's wait it.
Oh, we're going to wait it?
A surprise. Yeah, let's make it a surprise.
Okay.
But how about we talk about Paul is Dead now? Because that's the point of the Backrooms.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, though, because I was going to say this. I
remember you mentioned a few things that we forgot to add into the script, which we'll just bring up now.
Right. On a different topic, I was actually going to mention that there's a chance I might just make Going Obscure my priority on YouTube.
Okay.
Like, just do that instead.
Yeah.
Like, maybe...
Well, whatever you want to do.
Co-own a channel. Except it's your channel. But I can just be the co-host.
It's my ideas, your execution.
Yep, pretty much, actually.
Yeah,
And it's on my dime as well. My $30 a month. For Adobe Premiere Pro, which is
that too.
very, very difficult to use.
Yeah.
But once you actually get it,
I thought you were talking about like how you were saying that I'd give you $30 a month or something.
Oh,
it's like, silly man.
I mean, you could.
Neither of us get paid for this.
Hey, I'd take it.
Neither of us get paid for
this. Even though both of us have jobs. But let's actually get to the topic now.
Yep. Back to Paul is Dead.
Paul is Dead, yep. Okay, so...
I'll be honest. I'm glad that we're doing this podcast, or short video right now, because I'm sick of Paul is Dead.
Yeah, me too.
We've been researching this for a good week and a half right now.
Yeah, it was early April when we came up with this idea.
I'm excited never to think about it again.
Yep, next we got to think about... Okay, here's the hint. Cryptids.
Yeah?
Cryptids.
Ourselves a cryptid?
That makes up a lot of the rest of the season. Actually, not really a lot.
Yeah.
Makes up part of it.
Another episode after that.
2 more.
2 more?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to look at the list later.
Here, I'll tell you the numbers of the cryptids. It's 2, 2, 5, and 7.
Okay. It works for me.
Yeah.
Even though I made the list.
Yeah. Well, no, I helped you make the list. Don't take credit for stuff you didn't do on your own.
Oh, yeah.
I helped you make that list.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's finally get to Paul is Dead stuff.
Yeah. Which we have been a little bit. Okay. Yeah,
well,
so...
I'd like to start off with, oddly enough, one of my best sources was that account I found this morning.
Account?
Or that website. I can't remember
the Yellow Submarine thing?
Yeah.
It was like Kevin Krog or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was just some guy's personal account or website that he obviously made in the 90s and hasn't updated since.
Yeah,
and
it's
he,
like...
for some reason, just had a tab about all this bunch of stuff about Paul's Dead.
Yeah, some of it, though, is pretty debunkable.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, some of the stuff, I think he was just looking for stuff to put on there. Like the All You Need Is Love thing. What was it? It was like, he is dead, yeah.
Probably.
But it's actually clearly She Loves You, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was singing the original song.
But yeah, there's a lot of evidence, I guess, but like, it's a lot of debunkable evidence. It's just like one of those cult things where it's just like, I guess at this point it's more like a joke, if anything.
Yeah, the thing is, I would like to believe that he's still alive, but then I see all this evidence, though. But I mean, some of it's pretty...
Yeah, like, the only thing that I'll really give, like, one of the few things I'll really give credit to is, like, the different slight facial features between younger Paul and older Paul.
Yeah, one thing I noticed...
I get, like, people... their faces change obviously through age, but like going from like attached earlobes to detached, that's a bit suspect.
Yeah, one thing I noticed this afternoon when I was researching, because we just finished the script this afternoon, and as soon as that happened, we recorded the audio and I started editing. That's how today went anyway. And then while I was researching a little bit, I noticed his eyebrows. I don't know if you picked this up, but like if you look at a picture of him from like 1964 compared to like, 67, like his eyebrows look significantly different.
I'll have to look at it.
Like they're more, they're like thinner in 64 and
maybe
super.
Got them trimmed.
He might have actually. That's
probably
a valid
got his eyelashes
explanation. I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
I just think that looked weird.
Yeah.
And then his face overall is kind of like rounder. Like you look at him in 67 and he's got kind of this like slender kind of face thing.
Yeah, he definitely.
But then you look at him in 65.
Maybe he got a little bit chunky.
Maybe. Well, I know he was when he was a kid. Like, I learned that. Maybe that was just, like, remnants of it, and he was still... Because then if you look at a picture of him, though, from, like, 1960, back when they were the bad boys, The
bad boys. Was
he
a
looks,
chunky boy?
No. He looks, like, a lot like he did in, like, 68, 69, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of
What
weird.
was the two pieces of evidence that you forgot to add into the script that we decided just to talk about on here?
Oh yeah, I got to think about the other one, but I can remember one of them off the bat here.
Okay.
If you look at like the "I'm the Walrus" music video, and I brought this up last time. Yeah, there's like a pair of shoes sitting on the ground, and they've. Well, once again, Paul's not wearing shoes in the music video, which is weird enough, but the shoes are like sitting right next to the drum set, but the shoes have like look red, like they've got red stuff on them. But that can clearly be debunkable because there's the drum head was red and it's just a reflection because it was sunny. Obviously,
luckily for the music video, Ringo brought his drums.
Yeah, for once.
for once.
Instead of his crayons.
Yeah, we noticed that there's a lot of music videos where Ringo just doesn't have his drums.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there.
Help, I Feel Fine, Paperback Writer, Rain.
Yeah.
All the old ones, actually. Well, not really, though. Not all of them.
He's just screwing up.
Yeah.
We should send him some fan mail about that.
Peace and love, peace and love. I'm warning you with peace and love. No more fan mail after October 23rd. Peace and love.
Anyway, yeah. There's not much to talk about at this point.
Yes, there is.
Oh, there is?
I think so. I don't know. I'm just trying to spur this on,
we went through a deep amount in the actual video.
Yeah, we did.
The idea of going obscure is to just, overview the entire topic. But the hard thing about things like Paul is Dead is that there's so much that goes into it that you can't put it all in one video.
Right.
This video that you're editing is at 15 minutes at this point, which is pretty long. My hope is that each video is maybe at most 5 to 10 minutes. But, nothing wrong with a 15-minute video.
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look on the back of Sgt. Pepper's, in addition to him facing, his back to the camera, if you look at George and his pointer finger, he's pointing to the words 5 o'clock from the lyrics to She's Leaving Home. Because it was something like 5 o'clock was when Paul got in the accident. Mm-hmm. But that's clearly coincidental though, because he didn't know where he was pointing, but it just so happened he was pointing directly to.
Yeah, definitely. I remember hearing about that in one of the videos I watched for this.
Yeah. I'm sure there's more stuff we forgot. I mean, this video is not going to be perfect. It's our first one.
Yeah, definitely. I am not a voice actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took me multiple takes. I'm sure I stumbled on lines I didn't even notice. I'm a lot better when I'm just talking.
Right. Oh, we can actually
read a script to save my life.
We can actually talk about the Butcher cover and the trunk cover in this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the. I guess I can let you do the Butcher cover and I can do the trunk one.
Sure. Was it one of the Beatles collections?
Yeah, it was an American album.
Yeah, it
66.
was this album with just a collection of Beatles music, the best of or whatever. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, the cover was a bunch of baby dolls decapitated with a bunch of meat covering the Beatles. Yep. And all the decapitated baby dolls happened to be on top of Paul.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason.
Because he got decapitated in his car.
That too.
But I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like George is holding up one of the heads. Because he's standing behind Paul. Looks
maybe
he's
George
holding one
was
up.
driving.
Maybe he was. Maybe Ringo's eating crayons in the back.
Yeah, that's why he survived.
Okay, and then the trunk cover. Because when they found out that the Butcher cover was being sold, they were like, well, that's a no-no. We don't want that. Because that's really, disturbing. And it is. So what they did was they took all these records back, and then they took this sticker of a different picture, and they just pasted it over it.
Imagine the poor kid that was picking at his Beatles album, and he actually took the sticker off and saw a bunch of decapitated babies.
Yeah, but that's the thing. People are doing that, and they're ripping the stickers off, and then you can sell the record for 5 times the price that you bought it for.
Oh.
And there's certain things you can check to see that you have a Butcher cover.
Okay.
There's you can see Ringo's turtleneck through the thing, really subtly, and if you see that, you know that it's a Butcher cover. Then people rip it off, but then that can also ruin it. So there's 3. I went big into this last week. I got really off topic, but there's 3 tiers to it.
Yeah.
There's the first, which is an original Butcher cover, which are insanely rare. The ones that they didn't take back to put the sticker on.
I'm just looking at it right now.
Yeah. Like, they didn't take it back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's an original. Those go for, like, thousands of dollars. But then there's the ones you can buy where you think you have the trunk cover. Or the revised cover, I guess.
Yeah.
But it turns out you actually have the butcher cover. And then but then people who rip it off, and it still has like a bunch of residue on it, or you ripped off part of it, so it doesn't look very nice.
Yeah.
You can sell those, and those go for maybe like $50. It would still be cool to have, but it just doesn't look nice. Or there's the ones where they rip off the sticker, and they do it perfectly.
Yeah.
So then you have an original butcher cover, except that it has like glue on it. Like it's got like this yellow glue-ish stuff on it. Or you have a trunk cover that is just the trunk cover.
Yeah. Well,
and
speaking of the trunk cover,
yeah, where I was talking about in the first place. Yeah, so all the Beatles are sitting on top of it. Or Ringo, of course, he's not sitting on top of it. He's standing beside it. He's got to be the odd one out, usually. Yeah. But then Paul's sitting inside of it with his like legs crossed and his arms around it. Mm. But if you were to tilt that record over, just a wee bit, right? You tilt it a wee bit over, it becomes a coffin somehow. And that's like the stupidest one ever, but it does. I don't know.
Even though if you turn it sideways, all the Beatles are laying down, so I guess they're all laying down around the coffin. Yep.
I'm looking at it right now, but like, I guess it kind of looks believable. But it's really stupid. It's another reason why we didn't put it in.
Yeah.
In the video, and I just realized I said something wrong. You know, with the OPP badge on his, it was actually Canadian.
Oh.
Not from that area. It's a Canadian police force.
Speaking of the trunk cover, I think that they look a lot like the monkeys in that picture.
The trunk one? Yeah, they do actually.
They just look like they're fabricated.
Well, the thing is, though, about that
fake.
The origin of that album was they were mad at Capitol Records because they would butcher the Beatles albums. I have an original American Beatles record, but it took out a bunch of songs from the album and then added a bunch of random ones from a different album. Okay. Like, I don't know why they would do that, but they would change their albums. Like, if you see the Beatles' second album, that's an actual album, but it's like a Capitol album that they released in America. But it's like the same as a different album. It's weird. Like the first, like the first official Beatles record was Sgt. Pepper in America. That was the first one that we got normally. But then, so then they would do photo shoots over and over again, and they got really sick of it because this was like at the height of it. You know, the Beatlemania thing. This was 1966, so like they were getting sick of it. And they were like, well, let's just do this really weird photo shoot. So they decided to do the butcher cover. Yeah. And they took that picture, and then they were like, well, let's just put that on an album. And then they were like, well, you can't do that, so you got to take a different album picture. Yeah. And they did the trunk picture, and that's why they look kind of,
monkeyish.
I don't know. Yeah, monkeyish. Like, they were like, what am I supposed to do? I liked the butcher cover better.
I like that in the cover, Ringo is wearing the color of his favorite flavor crayon, blue.
Oh yeah. Except on the cover of the butcher cover, he's just wearing a white lab coat, and he's holding some meat.
Anyway,
he's also got that coconut hair going. He's got that coconut hair going.
We should probably finish this up pretty soon.
Yeah, we should.
That's pretty much everything we wanted to say about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, this was our behind-the-scenes thing. This is how we came up with our idea for it. I mean, it was honestly my idea to do this. I was like, hey, if you're doing it, you should do the Paul is Dead thing, and I can help you with that. And then it all got to this point from there.
Yeah, we're all hoping that...
we're hoping this takes off.
You, the viewer, likes it.
Yeah,
and that you're interested in seeing more. Because that'd be we'd very appreciate that. Much.
And honestly, we're going to keep making it even if you guys don't watch it, because it's fun to make.
That too.
It's just a hobby for us.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that was the Backrooms.
This was the Backrooms. Stay curious.
Stay curious, yeah. And have a great day.
Hope to see you guys next time in the Backrooms. Have a great day.
Or morning.
Or evening. Or late afternoon. Or twilight.
Yeah.
Or midnight.
Or dusk.
Or dawn.
Anyway.
Or sunset. Or sunrise. Or mid-afternoon.
See you around, guys.